My name is Owen Carrigan, and I'm going to talk about a project I was working on called Dashcam Analyzer. And the goal of this project is to improve safety for cyclists on public roads. But before I get into it, I'll talk a little bit about myself. So I'm a machine learning engineer, and I'm currently a fellow at Dublin AI. As part of this, I'm working on a project to apply machine learning to a real-world problem. So personally, I like cycling, so I decided to work on something that would make my commute easier. And what I came up with is an app to improve safety for cycling on public roads. To illustrate this, we can see in the video on the right a car that's overtaking a cyclist without giving enough distance. And that's dangerous because it puts your bike off, it wobble, and also it could clip your arm. But this is just one of many issues that cyclists face. So while making this, I had kind of two use cases in mind. The first is on the left. So that's a video or a clip from a video of a truck turning left, but without checking the cycle lane. So you can see that the cyclist is in danger, and this is a really common source of injury and death for cyclists. And then the problem on the right is that the cyclist has been hit by a car, and in this picture that the car driver is coming out to help them. But if they drive away, then there's nothing you can do. You can end up in hospital, bills to pay. So we want to improve the situation. And my solution is to make a smart dash cam for cyclists. So what you do is basically you set up your phone to take videos as you're cycling, and we have a web application that will take images of the passing cars, and it'll automatically annotate them with license plates. So we can see this working on the right, that the user's uploaded an image, and then first we draw the bounding box, then we've identified the license plate characters. And then we make this into a web application. And this web application has a couple of steps to it. The first is that the image is uploaded to our server. So then this image is then stored in S3 so that we can access it later. Once it's been uploaded, then we have a model if we've trained a PyTorch that'll identify where the license plate is, and that'll give us a bounding box, which is a little grid. And then once we cut that out of the image, and then we use that to identify what the characters are in the license plate, which is part of the same model. So once we've extracted what the license plate is and where the bounding box is, this is saved in our database so that we can access it later. So then at a later stage, maybe the user wants to come back and identify if they've seen a car before, then they can search through their own private repository of images using the license plate, and they'll get like timestamps and bounding box of the images that they've seen. So I have a quick demo of this here. So in this scenario, the user is just uploading the video and a clip from a video, and this is the image that they're going to go with, and what they'll get back is the image of the car and also what we predict the license plate to be. So we can see here that it's gotten it correct. In this case, it's like 141D6333. And the end result is that you can feel more secure in your journey. So if you think back to the two examples from earlier, we had a driver who was turning left over a cycle lane. When you see that, so if you ever see dangerous driving of any form, if you've been cycling and you've got your dash cam on, you can go home, upload your video, and it'll get the license plate, and this will just kind of make it frictionless to report that kind of driving. And then the other scenario was that, like, if you get hit by a car and they've driven off, then now if you're filming, you can go home and upload that, and again, it just kind of makes it frictionless to make that working, and then you can get the insurance details. So again, hopefully this is the app that you actually never need to use, but if it's running, then you've got peace of mind for your cycling commutes. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, you can contact me at email.